What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, ADA. We're going to get into a few altcoins here. But what I want to do is look at these on the 4-hour time frame. Going to be looking a little bit more of the swing trading aspect. We may dabble in the 1 day a little bit, but for Bitcoin, I really want to start here with the 4-hour time frame to get us some detail. And what you've noticed for Bitcoin here, guys, is we're still trading under, and it's in white, this 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame. It's definitely something we want to get up over top of with good volume. You can see recently we got up to that area and we saw big rejection, heavy volume rejection right at that 200. So it is very important. If you take a look here, anytime we're in an uptrend, we're up above this 200 for the most part in white. And when we're in downtrends, a lot of the times we'll stay below it, as you can see back in this area. So it's important that we reclaim that area. And right now that's going to come in at roughly about 48,743. So that's an area I'm going to be looking at. But right now for Bitcoin, what I want you to pay attention to is this range. So support's going to be at 45,458. Then the top there, resistance is going to be around 52,160. Now, if we do fall down through this area, the next area I would look at is probably going to be around 42,000. I've seen this happen many times over my 5 years of experience doing this here, guys. When we have these big waterfalls, we'll have these massive wicks that come down, then we get bought back up, but we'll actually over time go down and revisit them, and it really causes great fear and anxiety, but we'll slowly grind down to that area. We did it back over here. You can see we hit this area, and then we spent all this time. This was one of the toughest areas I can remember in 5 years. Right in this range here, but we grinded all the way back down to that area before we reversed. So we have not went to that area yet, and that's going to be at $42,300. So we definitely have to watch that if we have a downside break, as well as that $40,000. You can see we were in our downtrend here. We broke out. We actually had decent volume on our breakout here. We've given it all back, and it's almost like we've had a back test, and now we're moving sideways. So moving averages are pressing down on the 4-hour time frame here. We just have to realize that we are in this short-term downtrend. What I'm doing is patiently waiting for a good swing trading opportunity, and for me right now, this is a no trade zone, just patiently waiting. You know, if you're long-term accumulating, like we've talked about before, guys, that's a different thing. You know, we've went from 69,000 all the way down to this area here, and if you're dollar cost averaging, this also could be an accumulation zone for you. You know, and then if we get another leg down, you could do the same thing. So that's opposite. Right now, we're just looking at swing trading entries, and for Bitcoin right now, I'm just not there yet. You can see on the relative strength here, we got rejected at the 50 line. So, you know, with Bitcoin, guys, anything can happen. All of a sudden I can go upstairs, I can take a shower and come back down, and Bitcoin could be testing 52,000. I've seen it many times, and it can happen, you know, in a matter of 10 minutes. So when we're looking at these technicals, we're just trying to put the odds in our favor here. We're not predicting anything. We're just saying that right now on the 4-hour time frame, we are in a downtrend. We're still dealing with that downtrend 200 moving average. So keep an eye on that. And also, if you guys get some from these videos, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Really helps us out. Let me know down low what you guys are up to tonight, and also what you've been doing if you're dollar cost averaging, if you're hodling, if you're swing trading like I am, just looking for a position. If you're sitting back in cash, I'm patiently waiting right now. So just looking for a good spot here, guys. And I'm not going to force anything. I want to be up above this 200 if I'm going to be taking long positions, and I want to break up above it on heavy volume like we've done before and hold it as support. So that's going to be Bitcoin. Next one, let's take a look at Ethereum. We're at 3,822. If you're here for ETH, just put ETH down low so I know people want me to cover this. So for Ethereum right now, trading below our 200 moving average in white. So we still have to pay attention to that. We could draw a downtrend line here. So we'd be in a downtrend. We're having those lower highs right now with more of a flat bottom. So our support's going to come in at 3,574 is going to be the area, but still range in between that and 4,121. So still a sticky area, guys. And you can see yet again with this 200 moving average in white, most of the time when we're in these uptrends, we're trading up above it. Downtrends, we're trading below it. And we have been trading below it for a while now. So it's going to take some good buying pressure to come in here. But what we do have happening for Ethereum here, which I do like, we've had some higher lows coming in the macro sense, or in the micro sense, excuse me, on the short term. So we had our low, here's our higher low, higher low. We've had our higher highs coming in. This is going to try to be a higher low. See if we can have a higher high, higher low. That's how you have to change the trend as we approach this 200 moving average, which is going to be at, we'll call it $4,000. It's going to be a big area that we need to get up through, and it's going to take that volume. So have a few good things going here, guys. Like on the micro, we were talking about short-term trend. We're trying to change that trend like we did back here, but you always have to be aware you can have another dump to the downside. So it's going to take volume for us to get over top of that area and that 41.21 we'll call it. So still a lot of work to do here for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Next one, let's take a look at ADA. Sitting at 131. The last time we took a look at ADA, we were talking about, I believe, which area here, guys? I think it was right down in this area that we wanted to hold. Right here where we're at for our higher low. Because that is important. We came off the lows of $1.18 and we pushed all the way up to 160. So as we're coming back down here, we need to set a higher low. But right now, just really chopping sideways. So we had our low, high, higher low, lower high, higher low. So just really chopping right now. We are trading below our 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame, and that's going to come in at 135. So we need to get up above that and then go up and challenge it. $1.37 is going to be a good area for us, and we need to hold. We'll call it $1.28, then be down to this area of 120. And if we step out, really take a look here for Cardano, guys. I mean, this is a good project and it's dropped really far. This is one I'm going to continue to keep my eye on as well. So let's take a look here. So you can just see the downtrend and the time that we've spent. So this trend line here, this was drawn on the 1-day time frame. So bear with me on that, but you can see the downtrend that has been taking place here. And what I started to do, guys, was accumulate a small position down in this area here. So I have a small position that I'm going to carry for a little bit longer term, but what I would like to look for is a swing trading position as well in Cardano, and I'm not there yet. I still want to see a little bit more proving to do, but you can see this nice rounded bottom, and that's why I started picking up a little bit longer term position trade. Okay, you can see that roundedness that was coming in. That's what you want to see, but we got to get moving again for Cardano. That's going to be important for us. So just watch these areas. Resistance $1.35 and support. We want to stay up above 127. Relative strength, not looking too bad here as we've been chopping sideways, been putting in some higher lows. So see if we can get up above that 50 line. Right now we are at 42. So keep an eye on that. See if there's some other ones I want to go over here. Let's take a look at Litecoin. All right, so first of all, guys, same deal, still on the 4-hour time frame. Just really want to step back here, take a look at the big picture for Litecoin. That's what I always like to do, and just examine the trend. Okay, so you can see we've had all these lower highs that were coming in. Now we're in this range, right down this area. So we're ranging our support area. We need to stay up above. We're going to call it 143. It's going to be an important area for us. Top of the range, we're going to be looking at $166. We have our 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame coming in at 155, which we're going to have to get up through as well, and that's kind of right in the middle of this range, which is going to be important. Relative strength is going to be at 44 right now on the 4-hour time frame. Not a lot of volume either way, buy or sell. So like I was kind of talking about, guys, kind of a no trade zone. We're just patiently waiting to see the direction. And then once we get some direction, then you can start putting on some trades. But for me right now, besides longer term stuff, I'm being very cautious and I'm protective right now, just waiting for a great opportunity is what I'm looking for. And you can see with Litecoin here, I'm really keeping an eye on because the LTC BTC chart's starting to look good as well. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on that. But this right here on the 4-hour time frame, we had that nice bullish divergence. So you can see as we were kind of moving down and sideways, we were gaining strength there. So we want to continue to hold that line. But like we talked about, we're still below this 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame. And most of the time we're trading up above that when we're moving to the upside. So something we want to keep an eye on there. And remember, guys, anytime we go vertical like we talked about, always use those trailing stop losses to lock in that profit. Okay, so let's see if Litecoin can get moving, go up and challenge some of those areas. See if there's any other ones that are really moving here. We have BAN that's up about 4%. Tezos looking good here, up 6%. Let's take a look at Tezos. And this has gotten up above, so you can see it's gained a little bit more strength over some of the other coins. So we were trading below our 200 here for quite a while, all the way since back in October. We had a few times where we tried to pop up above it, but for the most part trading below it until we started to change this trend here. So if you can see, low, high, higher low, higher high, going to come down here, try to set a higher low. And I would anticipate seeing if we could find some support at about $4.84. If we do go a little bit lower, then be holding $4.53. To the upside, we got to get over top of $5.36. then I'd look up to around $6.20 is going to be the area. Relative strength right now sitting at 62 on the 4-hour time frame. If we take a look at our cipher, still not a ton of money flow either direction there, red or green, even though it does show here that we got some volume as we broke up through this 200, guys. So it is significant. That's what I want to kind of put on your radar today, to really watch this 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame. And if you're taking long swing positions, you want to be trading up above it. If you're taking, you know, a longer term or a swing position that's a short, you want to be trading below it. Typically is how it goes. You know, if you're trying to get a long position here, you want to be trading up above that white moving average, which is going to be our 200. Seems to play an important role even as we step out here. You can just see how most of the time we hold it here. So I want to put this stuff on your radar there. Just a tough spot to be in right now. Let's just see if Tezos can, you know, play off this heavy volume here. Maybe it can get a little run to the upside, get some things sparked for us. But overall, guys, just be patient right now. That's the main thing I can say. God bless you all. Take care.